It was supposed to be a chill Saturday, just a quiet stroll to the park with a thermos of tea and my wife in her favorite hoodie. But before we even cleared our yard, Sheila Dormund sprang from a shrub like a caffeinated cryptid. She demanded, "My wife present ID." 5 minutes later, the cul-de-sac was swarming with armored vehicles, rooftop snipers, and a weeping HOA president curled beside a bird. SWAT had arrived, and they saluted my wife. I'm Clark Finley. I retired from software consulting last year and moved to Ashwillow Heights in search of calm, hummingbirds, and a yard that didn't require defending like a medieval fortress. My wife, Commander Naomi Finley, had just returned from a classified DoD operation. We assumed adjusting to suburbia would be our biggest challenge. We were wrong. Then we met Sheila Dormund, self-declared guardian of neighborhood. Purity and terror in tennis shoes. Sheila's hair was a solid construct of hairspray, probably bulletproof. Her acrylic nails clicked ominously against her clipboard, which she wielded with the authority of a B-grade dictator. She smiled like someone in a hostage video and enforced rules that didn't exist, except in her own mind. It started with an email citing us for a non-regulation porch shade. We didn't have a porch, just a slab of concrete and 2 innocent ferns. When I replied with this, she sent back a 17-page PDF on shadow encroachment due to rogue plant positioning. Between 2 o'clock and 4 p.m., then came a citation for disruptive walkway stomping. Naomi moved silently, training, "We live alone." We received a formal notice about aggressive canine-style pacing. "We don't own a dog." When I inquired, she warned our lack of pet ownership could induce psychological hostility via intentional absence. Her words, soon Naomi spotted a drone outside our window at dawn. It wasn't subtle, it had property of Sheila Dormund glitter-glued to it. She listed it in the HOA newsletter as asset number 003, right between a sugar-free cookie recipe and a rant about trash lids. Naomi jammed the signal. Sheila retaliated with mailbox flyers accusing Naomi of suspicious tomato watering. She called her a potential squatter spouse in the HOA Facebook group. Things escalated. Sheila followed us to the store and posted photos of our groceries online concerning quantity of canned beans. Doomsday prepping. She filed noise complaints over Naomi's yoga. She measured our grass at sunrise with a ruler and left sticky notes when it passed 2.75 inches. Then came the incident. Saturday, 9 a.m. Clear skies. Naomi wore gray sweats, messy bun, and a hoodie. I had cargo shorts that Sheila had already flagged as flagrantly informal. As we crossed the lawn, Sheila sprang from behind the neighbor's juniper like she'd been crouched there for hours. Mulch in her visor, clipboard ready, eyes gleaming. "Stop," she snapped, aiming her pen at Naomi. "ID, you're not on the approved walkers list." Naomi calmly turned. "You've sent us 47 fern emails, ma'am. I live here." "Not good enough," Sheila barked. "For all I know, you're a doppelganger in sweatpants. I've watched documentaries." Naomi shifted her stance slightly. "Ma'am, I'm going to ask you to step back." Sheila made her mistake. She screeched and jabbed her phone. 911. "Suspicious woman threatening HOA authority," she hissed. "Tactical pants. Possible spy. Send everyone. Space Force, if available, bad call." 6 minutes later, Ashwillow Heights resembled a military op. 3 SWAT trucks, 2 black vans, and enough firepower to stage a coup. Officers in full gear swarmed. A helicopter hovered. I swear I saw a sniper on the Peterson's chimney. The HOA board arrived in matching visors. Emergency binders clutched like holy relics. Harold from finance took minutes. From the lead vehicle, a tank of a man stepped out. Full gear, steel-eyed. Then he saw Naomi. Instantly he snapped to attention. Commander Finley, standing by. The silence was deafening. You could hear every lawn sprinkler in a 3-block radius. Sheila's jaw went slack. Her clipboard fell. "At ease, Morrison," Naomi said. "Report, ma'am. We received a harassment call. Civilian interference suspected. Do you require support?" Naomi gave a polite smile. "Yes, that woman has been conducting unauthorized surveillance, making false reports, and disrupting federal operations. Please detain her." "Yes, ma'am." What followed was poetry. 2 officers cuffed Sheila with professional courtesy while she shrieked about bylaws and ornamental squash. They gently placed her in her own kale garden face down in the dirt she once guarded like treasure. Her phone kept buzzing with HOA group chat messages. Why is there a helicopter? Is Sheila being arrested? What about the bake sale? The team moved fast. They located illegal cameras, files of resident data, spreadsheets with threat levels. A fake company called Neighborhood Tactical Protection she'd been charging for. A homemade badge, federal HOA inspector, ma'am. One officer told Naomi, "We've got wire fraud, stalking, illegal surveillance, impersonation." She was even tracking Amazon deliveries. The HOA board started backing away slowly, like standing next to a live bomb. Barbara, from the social committee, fainted strategically onto grass. Sheila was loaded into a cruiser, still screaming about democracy and mulch rights. Morrison turned to Naomi. "Ma'am, press federal charges." Naomi paused, watching Sheila. Panic. Start with state. Let's see how talkative she gets. From shrub ambush to arrest, under 30 minutes. SWAT departed with handshakes and salutes. By nightfall, Sheila was banned from coming within 500 feet of us. An emergency HOA vote ousted her. She knocked over a folding chair on her way out. You'll regret this. When property values drop, don't come crying to me. The state filed 23 charges: wire fraud, harassment, impersonation. Her sentence, 3 years minimum security. Parole possible in 18 months. $50,000 in fines. At sentencing, Sheila told the judge, "I was protecting the neighborhood. These people don't even have a dog." The judge didn't blink. 3 years? Next. Sheila clutched the table, eyes wide. But who will measure the grass?